EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Los Angeles Rams.
Leading the Giants, head coach John Harbaugh. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. On the other side, the head coach of the Rams. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. Pete Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. Here's Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off at Inglewood. Brown with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They're going to be led out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. They'll run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. And he gets it forward to show about a yard out of that. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Got his man, it's Golden. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And this is going to line up incomplete. 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. The defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Burrow to the air now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Trying for it with Burrow. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on down.
I know, Kate, on the stat sheet, that failure is going to go on the guy catching the pass, but to me, that's really about the play call and the execution. You just can't have that on 4th down.
So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the 1st overall pick in the draft. Helped lead Indiana football's turnaround, Fernando Mendoza.
Like so many of the #1 picks before him, the arm, the accuracy, the processing, it was all there, checked every single box. Now he's got to just ramp it up to the speed of the NFL level.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mendoza now. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. They limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43.
And the Rams, first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 13 carries, 94 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mendoza running the play action. He's looking, but he's not going to escape this one. The Giants take him down. Keanu Benton. His first this season after he had 5 last year. Giants into the nickel. Third down. It's Mendoza. It's a screen to Barkley. Hit there, and he's forced out. He gained about 15 before it. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Giants' 24-yard line.
A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. I mean, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Barkley gets it on third down.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
They'll go. It's Mendoza. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. Max Crosby. And that's the 70th sack of his NFL career, Brock. The Rams into the dime. 3rd down coming. Burrow setting the throw. And off his hands and incomplete. So that drop means they failed to convert on 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Collects this at the 35. And that nice return brings us to the end of our first quarter. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Barkley trying this up the gut. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner. As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Escapes the pocket. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Mendoza. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for our Rams. First down.
Here's Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This is Cox. He still has some room. And he's going to score. Touchdown Rams. Then it's Christian Watson. A 15-yard score. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brown with a return here. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And the powered play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Burrow back to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. The deep pass comes up big. 38 yards.
And the Giants first down.
The first down carry for Connor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's taken down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Up on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
At the 38-yard line.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well shorts here, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Now Jones. He gets it away, but almost no power behind it. It's incomplete, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And that gives LA the first.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing here, Jones. Got a man, Loveland has it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
16
Up in the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds. Just Pollard has the LA touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT.
Touchdown, Rams.
Send right down the middle and good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Rams 14, Giants 3. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brown with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Giants.
Once again, the offense heading out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Here's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Looking to throw, Burrow. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Throwing is Burrow. It's Connor, back-to-back catches. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Back deep, it's Kavontae Turpin. Punt meets him at the 28. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. And they'll need to be judicious in using that final timeout, Brock, but they still could put a scoring drive together before the break. Running right side by McLaurin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They're working quickly here.
Rams first down.
Mendoza working. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mendoza. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Burrow on 2nd down. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to set up a Giants first down. Now there's a timeout. 3 seconds remaining. The final throw before the break. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that will bring up a Rams first down.
10 yards. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. He's tackled after a gain of about 13. And that's going to set up a Rams first down. And he has taken this entire drive himself so far, Brock. Some assists, of course, from the guys up in front of him.
You'd be the first to give him credit, but he also knows when you get this going on the ground, it just sets the table for everything else.
Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Potential grounding offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
It's a 29-yard gain, and that's going to be good for an L.A. first down.
Rams first down.
Now it's Jones off the play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jones. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They run it with Saquon. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones now to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and that takes them to 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Rams, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is Tony Pollard. Got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. Boswell to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now 21.
Rams 24, Giants 3. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. First play of the drive, a give to Connor. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to get back to the line, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, okay, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Burrow. Contact is made, he's hit and dropped back across midfield to the 44. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long, 13 to go. The Giants are set to punt. The Rams headed out to the field now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down now, it's Jones. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd down, Jones to throw. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. Shoves one away. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. And that's going to be a Los Angeles 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And go play fake with Jones. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Jones to throw on 2nd down. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They'll air it out on 3rd. It's a screen to Barkley. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
Complete to number 26.
Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal.
It's
It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Giants offense headed back out as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. They're home for Tennessee. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that will make it 1st down Giants. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Burrow back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
They needed a lot more out of this offense than this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New York.
Burrow setting to throw. Caught by Washington, left side. And give him a couple yards on this 1st down completion block as he steps out after that. A couple of yards on the catch, leaves him 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Burrow to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. Room to the right. And he gets home. Touchdown, New York. Zach Charbonnet. That's his 2nd of the year. Well, Brock, they were obviously more concerned with a pass that wasn't coming. Great decision to hand it off, and even better running to gallop all the way to the end zone.
Oh, that's the way it's supposed to look, right from the playbook, right? That's why.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Rams offense ready for a new drive, and as they do, let's take a look at their upcoming schedule. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Jones. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Looking to throw, Burrow. It's a screen pass, Charbonnet. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working on 2nd down, Burrow. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. Working quickly here.
Joe Burrow sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. Oh, heads-up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Recovered by the offense.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
At the Giants' 20-yard line.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. Jones now on 2nd down. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams moments away from a 2-0 start. Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. To throw. Here's Jones. Got a man. Loveland has it. And they're going to be rewarded with some yardage, but not the 1st down. Stock is made a decent bit short of it. So 4th down upcoming.
A big gain on the play.
Boswell able to knock it through. They make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate. Be the one to kick this lead out of range.
So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, Kay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
At the 28-yard
Yard of pass now on 2nd down. And he just caught that throw away before they planted him again. Good pressure up front, Brock. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Milton. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Milton sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.